Hey guys, welcome to PlayStation Access. I'm Holly and I'm here with Dave.
Hello.
We are in New Orleans physically.
Yes.
New Bordeaux virtually.
That's true.
And you're playing Mafia 3.
Yes, that's right. I'm playing Mafia 3 here in New Orleans. I think New Bordeaux, it's safe to say, is heavily influenced by
A little bit.
by New Orleans. So it's great to have been here so we can have had a look around so that we can tell you how much like New Orleans New Bordeaux is. And we thought a good way of doing that is to show you the map from end to end, which, well, I say end to end, it's going to be a bit different. So let's have a look at the map.
You're taking it on a tour, right?
We're going to try and do a tour.
We're
We're going to try and do a tour. So you will notice the map actually goes all the way up here.
It does.
And this looks a lot like an airport to me. But we can't get there. The bridge is closed, which is a shame, but exciting also in a way. So we're about halfway through the game,
Yep.
something like that at the moment. So we should say that some of these districts belong to Lincoln,
Yep,
the
to
protagonist,
us.
to us, and are friendly. Some of them aren't. So anything
No.
can happen. So we're going to try and get all the way through the map, right down to the bottom, which is the Bayou, the sort of swamp area. And we're going to do that by setting a few different waypoints as we go.
Yeah.
So we're going to come down here first into Trick 4 Harbour.
Yeah.
Then we're going to come across here into like Barclay Mills, then down through into the Bayou,
Yeah.
and maybe right down to here, because why not? That looks as
And then you're
as
going to
lovely
find
as
me a
possible.
fan boat.
I'm going to find you a fan boat, in theory. Yeah, exactly.
Don't let me down now.
So we're going to miss a few bits out, unfortunately, but we'll try and show you as much as we can. So without a further ado, let's set our first waypoint over here.
Let's do that. And we definitely have to show the French Quarter because that's where we've been staying.
Yeah, exactly.
We've been in the French Quarter for a day.
Yeah,
We've only been here for a
We
day.
can talk about that for days. Don't worry about what happened to that lamppost, by the way. That definitely wasn't anything to do with me.
Oh, no. That was
and
like
my
that when we
car.
got here. We found it that way.
Yeah.
100%.
So we are off. So a few things to talk about. Probably that we should say that in case you don't know, that Mafia 3 is set in 1968.
Yes, it is.
So that's why I have I suppose we would consider it vintage car, and why all the other cars are vintage. And they handle, as you would expect, like big sort of heavy American cars with quite soft suspension. You know, it takes a little bit, for me, it took a little bit of getting used to,
Yeah.
because I was kind of barreling around off into pedestrians and things.
You were into pedestrians. Even I didn't hit
Just
anyone when I was playing.
No, occasionally. I mean, I've taken my eye off the map there. But you can see the sort of map system. I think it's quite smart. There's a map down in the bottom right which has my route sort of drawn on, but you also get these little checkpoints that come up
They're really good, aren't
on
they?
the screen that show you exactly what's going on. I mean, I did already miss one, but that's because I was looking elsewhere. And yeah, I think they work quite well. So hopefully you're going to see, as we drive through the city, how different the different areas are.
Oh,
which is
incredibly
something
so.
we've really noticed just being in actual New Orleans, not just New Bordeaux, is that they are very distinct. I mean, in particular, the French ward, which is probably what a lot of people think of when they think of New Orleans.
Uh-oh, Jackson.
So it's already happened. I can't believe it. I'm just that noticeable. We're already in trouble. So, and I've missed my turning again.
So because
Don't
we
worry
don't
about it.
have this ward and they are after us, you can now see on the mini-map that Jackson is being tailed, and you can also look in the rear view mirror at the top. They are actually chasing us. Guns and everything.
Oh, that was nasty. So, yeah, that's not good. So we've reached our waypoint. I'm going to look at the map. Even though they're telling us it's going to be fine, we'll set our next waypoint. We're going to try and come down here.
Into the French Quarter?
Yeah, into the French ward in the game, French Quarter in real life. So we'll try and get down to maybe like Jackson Plaza.
We should have a quick look at Jackson Plaza just because we were there and it is incredibly similar.
Yeah.
Also Jackson.
Holly, I hate to tell you this, but my wheel's been shot. I think it's gone horribly wrong. That's fine. It's going to be fine. I'm not worried about that. We'll crack on. Although I was going at
Such
quite
a
a nice
hero.
sedate pace because I wanted to show everything, and now I've
Oh my...
right. This has gone bad. I'm going to have to
What are we doing?
evade. I'm going to evade. I'm going to have to just find another vehicle.
Oh my... Jackson?
Shall I turn and fight?
No, I mean... God, there's a lot of them.
I'm up to the task. I'm not.
No, you're not.
I've died there, Holly.
It's massively disappointing, Jackson. Okay, so we're back.
Yeah.
Little mishap, nothing major.
That didn't go well, did it?
No, you're fine. We're back. But this is actually quite pretty. So instead of like magically cutting it so that you're back in the car, we thought we'd just show you around.
Yeah, we've loaded back at Trick 4 Harbour. You can see why it's called Trick 4 Harbour now, because there's like loads of massive boats and things here, which is quite cool.
Because you mean it's a harbour?
Exactly, it's a harbour. So we need to try and find a car.
There'll be one nearby.
I don't think I'm going to be using the most legal of means to get the car, unfortunately. But it's a game called Mafia. You know, that's to
what
be
this
expected.
is all about.
Let's see what we can find. I mean, we said the map from end to end. We didn't say it would all be by car. And it's raining now, Holly.
I love that. Love me a
nice.
sunset.
That is a nice sunset.
Yeah.
It's burning my actual eyes.
Good, that means it's a good sunset.
We're also almost out onto the road now. So Trick 4 Harbour, I guess, is quite a sort of industrial area of the map. Obviously a lot of industry with the ships and things. Right, let's see.
Okay, let's do that thing where you stand in the road and they have to stop and then you just grab their car.
Look, streetcar tracks there. This guy stopped a little bit prematurely.
It's all his fault.
Sorry, my friend.
Yoink.
He's a big guy as well. I'm going to get out of there. Okay, and as if by magic, let's check the map and check that we are headed to the same... No, we don't want to go there. We want to go to...
We're going to the French Ward.
There, right.
Okay.
So...
You've got this.
We were talking about the period and things, and one of the things I really like about how they've sort of envisaged the period is with like the HUD. I really like the speedo at the bottom of the screen and stuff. Oh my god, it's so hard to drive into this sunset. We should take a different route.
This is just like this is what my driving test was like when I was 17. I had the same thing.
What, into the sunset?
Yeah, it was like this, and it was raining in South Wales.
Oh.
Less exotic than being in New Bordeaux.
Badum-tsh.
Thank you.
Yeah. Right, we'll turn left here. That'll be better.
That's better. Right.
So
we
yeah,
can
the
see
speedo is really cool. There's also actually a rev sort of indicator, which I like, just above it. But the best thing is, and this isn't a vintage thing, but just the rear view mirror is a really smart addition, I think, because oftentimes in open world games with driving around, you spend a lot of time doing this, especially when you're getting chased.
Oh, it's generally the worst, because then what happens is you come out of that and you drive into a lamppost.
You drive into a lamppost, you drive into a person, you drive into another car. It's bad for everybody. So that is a smart addition. And if you take down like the cops or just an enemy, you get a lovely kind of rendition of that in your rearview mirror, so you don't have to look behind you and see the explosion. It's really, really cool.
Okay, we're in the French Ward.
We are getting into the French Ward at night, so hopefully we're going to see some party animals.
We did when we were on Bourbon Street.
We did, yeah. We did see a fair bit of partying. That's true. I've not crashed there. So part of one of the things about Mafia is that you have to kind of abide by the law when you're just driving around. If a policeman is around, and we're properly in this ward now. I mean, look at the architecture.
This is where we stayed.
Yeah.
Like this is exactly what it looks like.
If you get seen by the police and you're up to no good, then they will chase you. So you have to be a bit careful when you're driving around. Look at this. It's absolutely. I'm going to get out real quick because
this is where
I think it's worth seeing. Like this amazing cathedral. The architecture here is fantastic, and it's all kind of like from the late 1700s, early 1800s.
So like most of it was like finished or part funded by a lady whose like father-in-law tried to kill her, and like her dad had been like a big investor at like the start of New Orleans.
It was quite a story, and it is obviously heavily inspired this area in the game. I mean, it's
what's the red car? Be careful of the red car.
A fantastic recreation. There's a paddle steamer, which is on the.
We went on one of those as well.
On the mighty Mississippi.
We did the paddle boat.
Excellent.
We went to Jackson Park as well. We even sat on the fountain that's in that park.
We did. We've had a very lucky trip, but it's been great to see it so that we can see how well they've.
I have that exact picture pretty much. I mean, it was sunny when we were here, but I have that exact picture pretty much from where we were sat on that fountain.
Yeah, it was.
And I remember we sat there because the water would splash on us, and we were so warm because we are pasty and British.
Yes, well, that's something that's hard to see at the moment. It's just how hot it is in New Orleans, and I imagine New Bordeaux. So we've come down, we've essed our way into this area. Let's head over.
Into
Barclay Mills. I'm going to pick this out of the way road.
Yeah, let's try that.
and we'll see what else we can see. So a bit more high-rise in that direction. Like this is all small streets, like the sort of Spanish architecture, Spanish-inspired architecture. Oh, I've been tailed.
Well, we can tail someone.
Oh, I don't.
We don't want to do that.
I'm okay for tailing right now.
Thanks.
Thank you. So another part of really building the period and the feel of the game is the music, which unfortunately we can't share with you right now because of copyright laws.
Yeah, it's properly licensed music, and if we were to capture that while we were making this video would get taken down.
So the music's off, but you should know that when you play the game, there is amazing, like the radio stations are fantastic. Look out now, we're in a completely different kind of area. It's all high-rise, like different architecture, much more modern. I think that's great. I think it's why it's such a good setting for a game. It's because there's so many distinct areas that really have their own kind of feel and
it's
life to
surprising.
them.
I guess that's why it's perfect for a game, though, isn't it? But
Exactly.
It was surprising when we got here, and you're like, "Hey, this is the French Quarter," and it's really, really, especially Spanish-looking, thanks to a few different points in history. And then you step into like a completely different, really modern skyscraper part, and then obviously you've got the bayous, which we saw when we flew in.
Yeah, and which we will be showing you shortly
cool.
in game. So the bayou is like a swamp area, and water is like waterways are really important in this game. Like there's obviously the huge river in the middle. There's also underground canals.
Yeah, we did a canal chase.
There's a canal chase. So there's a lot of different kind of environments in the game that you get to have a lot of fun with. That blue sort of half circle there, that's the police just checking me out, so I have to be a bit careful.
Yeah, so when you see those things appear on the screen, you basically have to have normal civilian behaviour. So if Jackson was to crash into someone, or to run a red light, or to generally act like an idiot, the police would become really suspicious and would tail you.
It would be bad. Right. So we have made ourselves into Berkeley Mills. We're now going to set the last waypoint. I'm going to set it down here.
Find me a fan boat.
So this is the way we're going to come. We're going to come through Delray Hollow into the Bayou, which is the sort of, as you can see, really swampy, watery area. And hopefully, I don't want to overcommit, Holly, but hopefully I'm going to find you a fan boat. Whatever it takes.
Punch me an alligator.
I'm going to punch an alligator with a fan boat. That would be the ultimate.
From a fan boat, you're going to like drive by it.
No, I want to punch it with my fan boat. You know, just run it over.
This
really.
is big man talk.
I know, it's easy to do the big man talk, isn't it? No
You've got
one
to
skip
deliver
ahead
now,
and see if
though.
I do it. Yeah, no.
Please actually watch the rest of this video and don't just skip ahead to see if Jackson's able to punch an alligator with a fan boat.
I don't know why I'm being so careful at driving here.
I've got you
Really
worried, haven't I?
Very diligent.
But you're such a nice person.
Although I'm just driving on the pavement there.
Apart from the fact that you want to punch an alligator.
Yes. So we're heading south. I think this is the Delray Hollow part, which is the last sort of part of the city, the outskirts of the city, before we get into the Bayou. And I'm really excited to get into it. No crashing.
He didn't even look. He didn't even check.
Unbelievable. Where are the police when you need them?
Not chasing us, at least.
There's like streetcar lines, train lines.
Should probably mention as well, the weather does change. So when we were playing earlier on, we did just like a practice run on the map, and it was sunny, and it was blue skies.
You could see the heat, and you could see the heat of where we are.
So we've got a storm.
Right, we are turning off here.
Into the bayou.
This is like Jurassic Park weather, when it all goes wrong.
Hopefully nothing's going to go wrong.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I've promised to find a fan boat and punch an alligator.
With it.
So look, we've got like a little trailer park community going on here. Trago? What's Trago? There was a Trago near where I used to live.
Was there?
Yeah, that's why I was so excited. Perhaps a little bit too excited. Right, we're getting into the depths of the swamp now.
This is it.
It's dark. It's deadly. There's still a fair bit of traffic.
We've been told that the fan boats are in the heart of the bayou.
Yeah. You're really going to make me get you a fan boat, aren't you? Did I just see a fan boat?
I think I saw a boat of some kind.
Should we check? I mean, I was going to go all the way south in the car, but maybe we should...
Maybe we could change our route, couldn't we?
We can do whatever we want. We can change our plans.
You won't be controlled by anyone.
There's a boat over there. I mean...
Do we commit? That's
doing
just a boat.
it.
It's a normal boat. No.
What's this? That's a rowing boat. Is it just a normal boat?
Oh, come on.
There's a fan boat, Holly.
Okay,
I've seen a fan boat.
Okay, we want his fan boat.
The problem is, he's quite fast. And,
I mean, he's faster than us. We might get alligated as well.
I know, I did think about that, but I think if I'm going to punch an alligator, I'm going to have to find one first. I've got slightly caught up in the sort of mangroves
excitement.
here. I know, it is exciting.
Punch it!
Oh, there it is. Oh, that actually scared me. Stop laughing. Does that count as a punch? I was chasing Holly.
You pooed
Holly
yourself.
is chasing. Oh, that is kind of horrifying. Look at his eyes.
Oh my God.
Oh, yes. I totally dodged him there.
Oh, wait. There was a boat behind us.
Is there?
Yeah, it just almost ran over the lake. Yeah.
Oh, no.
You were too busy with
You
the alligator.
fan boat.
There's more alligators.
Oh, God. Come on, just get in this boat.
Okay, let's get that boat. It's not a fan boat, but it might save us from the gators.
Here we go. We are
Okay.
in. Oh, you alligators.
Go on.
I'm going to punch him with bullets. Bosh. Oh, he did not like that. He did not like that, Holly.
Oh my God, he's not going to get on the boat,
coming.
is he?
I
Oh
don't
my God,
know.
what have you
okay,
done?
Right,
It's
let's
like
just
Jaws.
drive. Let's just drive. I'm going to run him over. There's his mate. Oh my God.
Darling, what have you done?
I mean, this is all anyone really wants to do, isn't it? It's just running over alligators with their speedboat. It's not a fan boat, but
As long as
you
it's
know,
not a manatee.
I haven't lost hope of that. I think we've
I think
dealt
we're
with
actually, aren't we
those.
almost there as well? Oh, yeah.
We've dealt with those now. This is a nice way to see this one, actually. This is really cool. Look
I'm
at
glad
the
we've done this
boats
now.
And like, yeah. I mean, it could have been a huge mistake. This is much better. Wow, there's loads of alligators.
There's too many gators. That's what you get for feeding them chickens.
The only problem is, I'm a little bit lost.
They're really aggressive.
They are really aggressive, aren't they? They're really aggressive. And I'm only slightly lost. It's fine. Let's have a look at the map.
Okay, we're in the middle of the bayou.
This was probably a problem.
Okay, well, should we get back in our car? Because I think our car's just over there.
I'll just get in this car.
Any car will do, but just don't get in the water, is really what I'm trying to say.
Don't worry about it. Got this. There you go.
Parked it like a pro.
Thank you. No one even saw a car or an alligator.
You still...
I don't trust them.
punching
get out
it
of
with
here.
bullets.
We're going to get in this dairy products van. Sorry, dairy man. And
That's how he feeds his family.
I know, but he's chosen to put his house and van
Where you
right
are.
next to me and alligators. So I don't have a lot of respect for him, you know. Right, here we go. The final push into the bayou. Sorry, sir. Excuse me. Let's take a left here. It is a dark night for being out in the swamp.
For being alligated.
For being alligated. That was horrible, wasn't it? Luckily, Holly, we haven't seen any alligators in real life. We did
no.
eat some though.
You had fried alligator last night.
Yeah. It was all right.
That's probably why they hate you.
Well, yeah, I know.
You
they
ate
know.
them.
They can smell.
The
They can
TikTok
smell what I've
crocodile.
done. Oh, look, there's a big kind of bridge over there.
Swerve.
Shouldn't take my eyes off the road and not in this dairy van. Look at this. I'm getting reckless
Off-road.
now. Don't even care.
You should
There's
off-road
more
in your
fan
dairy
boats.
van.
I'm not sure who these guys are who are taking their fan boats out for a midnight kind of stroll.
Probably worth it. Last time Jackson wanted a fan boat, he swam into the middle of the lake and stayed there until someone almost ran him over and then climbed onto their boat.
Worked though, didn't it? It worked. I know how these fan boat folks work.
I mean, you got the fan boat.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, I think that's a victory. So here we are, we're coming up to it. 300, I'm going to say meters to our final destination.
We're
the
pretty
most southerly
close.
point on the map, unless we get in the fan boat, which now seems unlikely, of Mafia 3. And we haven't seen everything, but we've seen a lot of it. You can see at least, hopefully, a flavour of how different the different districts are. I didn't realise it was a lighthouse. That's cool. Yeah, how different the different districts are, like how they feel, like the character of them. What an excellent, I'm not going to say recreation, but you know, how well inspired it's been by
Yeah,
New
no,
Orleans.
it really is.
And a flavour of the size of it as well. And the danger of getting into the water with alligators, which
them.
I don't recommend, but
You did it like a hero.
I did pretty well. I
You're
think,
taking no prisoners.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll just end here on this lighthouse, maybe looking out longingly for a fan boat that's never coming. So here we are, at the almost southerly point you can get to by road in Mafia 3. We started right up here, not even at the top of the map. There's a bit more, but the bridge is closed. So hopefully you've had a good look at New Bordeaux and Mafia 3, a little bit of a look at how the cars handle and just some of the mechanics and the different areas. Please do comment to let us know what you're excited about the game, and subscribe so you don't miss anything else coming up from the world of PlayStation.
Yeah, thank you guys.